You just stepped into the darkest chapter of human history. 4 million years ago, the only sound was the crack of bone. You think you're safe? You have no idea what it took to survive this? Welcome to the human dawn. It's wild out there. Close your eyes for a second. Imagine. Absolute terror. Like a nightmare where you're the prey, hunted and alone. 4 million years ago, our ancestors walked a nightmare. And the greatest prize was often the deadliest bait. They used ivory as a weapon. This is the brutal horror story of the ultimate scavenging war that forged human intelligence. Subscribe for more. The Human Dawn Terror. Survival in the ancient world was defined by scavenging. But to feed the tribe, Homo had to trespass on death itself. They searched for meat and found a gruesome monument to power. This was the reward. A weapon, a tool, a trophy forged by nature. But extracting the raw ivory was an agonizing, primal struggle. They were stealing from the silent grave of a giant. But the silent scavengers were always watching. The hyenas, faster, stronger. They demanded payment in blood for the scavenged remains. The true horror of the savannah had arrived. It's the moment of truth, tooth against bone, it's bone against ivory. This was not a fight for food. It was a desperate confrontation for the very right to exist. They had to be faster. They had to be smarter. They held their line, a terrifying hyena pack, momentarily stunned by the sheer chaos and the unnatural weapons, retreated. A sliver of victory bought with sheer, desperate force. But the danger was not gone. Even in this terror, they found brief, bizarre moments of respite. Using the giant tortoise as a temporary river taxi, a strange calm in the midst of a brutal, unforgiving reality. The toll was physical, the gain neither. Every calorie cost a fight for their lives. The constant battle against nature's predators, a savage struggle that forged them daily. Scavenging was life. But the ivory was more than a tool, it was a symbol. A defiance screamed into the face of extinction. They had taken the weapon of a beast and turned it against the wild. They had learned to fight. Their success was built on the remains of giants, their intelligence born from the fear of being consumed. They'd remember what it took to survive. We stole fire. We forged the spear. But that fear, that savage primal terror, it lives on. It is the price of our intelligence. Follow the human dawn, and never forget what hunts in the shadows of your own mind.